Welcome to my channel. In this series, we are going to see a Microsoft Fabric Data Engineering Certificate Exam Preparation, which is DP 700. We are going through over 100 questions. We analyze them as well as we will find out the answers as well during this series. As always, feel free to ask any questions in the comment below. And be sure to pause video to review the each questions before we reveal the answers. This will help reinforce your understanding. So let's start with section 1. But before we go into section 1, here you can see that we have a series of 8 sections. So like for example, first is data pipeline or orchestration that we're going to cover. And then later on in the series, we are going to see a lakehouse, warehouse operations, event, and real-time processing. We also going to see monitorings, notebooks, and external access. We are going to see CI/CD pipelines, and we also see the semantic models and security. So let's start first one, which is the data pipelines. So in this data pipeline, we will see a data flow gen 2, which help you to do a transformation. You also have a fabric data pipeline where we can have a copy activities and other activities. We also can schedule it as that, it can schedule it as well. So this is a section 1 and we are starting with that. So we have around 8 questions for that first part, first section. So this is the first section, which is a fabric data pipelines. So if you have worked in pipeline fabric, or sorry, data factory or CNF pipeline, then this is pretty much similar things. So you have a pipelines which is no code or low code, and here you can see that you have a list of activities, you have a parameters, you have expressions. You can also schedule your pipelines, and you can have a variables and other control activities as well, because we say it is no code low code, but to prepare for your process workflow, you need a control logics as well. So here you have activities. So we can say we can use a data pipeline for a big batch throughputs. We can have a big file, or even we can use a small file, or we can even triggers it. So for example, we have a file which is over the 500 GB plus, and we would like to process it every day in very easy way. So this is the way where data factory or a data pipeline can help you for that, because it's mainly for a batch processing and scheduling and orchestrations. You have here various data sources which you can use as a source or as a sinks. For example, you can have a on-premise data source. For example, Oracle. You have other cloud services like AWS, S3 storage. You can have a REST APIs. You can have other Azure cloud like Google Cloud as well. You can have Azure cloud as well as a source. You can have a SaaS system as a source as well, and many more. You have a visually no code or low code interface through that you can orchestrate your workflow or pipelines. So here you drag and drop activities, and then you also can execute a data flows, store procedures, or notebooks activity, which is a code first. You also can have a retry mechanism. If pipeline has failed due to certain reasons, then you can retry as well. There is, you can do a number of time retries as well. You also have a conditional flow based on certain conditions. You once you have ready your pipeline, you can schedule your pipeline, like you can trigger your pipelines, you can do based on a particular time, for example daily or 6 p.m. or like that, or you can use a trailing window and many more. You also can have event based movements or transformation. For example, when file arrived in your data lake or one lake, or a message arrived in event grid. So you can use this kind of the triggers as well. And it has a built-in security, so you can have virtual networks, private endpoints, manage identity. You can have automatic retry mechanisms, you can monitor your pipelines, and you can set alerts integration as well. So this is a very quick overview of the data pipelines. So in simple way, we can say it helps you to do data movements, transformation, and pipeline orchestrations with no code, low code solutions. And it's easy to do as well. It's very easy to maintain as well, because you can have a metadata driven pipelines, architectures. You also can have a medallion architectures and many more. So this is a very quick overview of the data pipelines in Microsoft Fabric. Our next topic is we will start from the questions based on this data pipelines. So stay tuned. Thank you. Bye.